Okay, world's smartest man here, Adam Brisbane, first king of the continent. Let's talk about eugenics a little bit. Let's just be frank. The black race is superior to the white, blue eyed race like mine. Even though I'm the world's smartest man, that's going to be temporary, okay? And the white race with the blue eyes is going to disappear through genetics, through people having sex, and eventually blue-eyed people will be a thing of the past. It's really just kind of a fluke that we exist, right, with blue eyes. But black people are going to be dominant, and the blue-eyed people are recessive, and that's nature. Okay, how can you argue with nature? There's a reason why biology is selecting the black, melanated skin and everything to replace the white skin, and the brown eyes to replace the blue eyes. Why argue with nature? Not even I'm going to argue with nature. I'm just going to say that the truth that blue-eyed people are finite, and you can see why they might want to protect their race to continue to exist. You see, and they're going to have to isolate themselves to some extent just to continue to have blue-eyed people if they want to have them. You see, so. A lot of people hate white people, and so they're going to have to isolate themselves eventually. Anyway, that's just kind of the facts on racism and everything. Like we're all equal, right? It's just a really trivial thing, like the color of our skin, a very kind of fine-tuned thing about the human body. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're like superior people in character. It just means that nature has decided to have brown eyes instead, okay? And we just have to accept that and accept what nature wants to do, right? Blue-eyed people might leak through every blue moon down the road, but they're eventually just going to be a thing of the past. Okay, it was a king having lots of sex. Hey, I'm a king, but in our era, we have a feminist gynocracy where men get put in a cage for choosing their mate. So everything is kind of anti-male, anti-king even because of 1776 leaving King George, you can see. But this is totally different. I am a king that upholds the foundation of America because they failed to understand for 250 years. So it's really funny, a king that understands basic rights, that's what really makes you a good person anymore. You have to take control of reality or you're just a coward, and to be on the right side of history, you have to be a leader because, hey, look at all these losers trying to run the show in a bunch of chaos when I got kids, right? Even my woman at home, you realize, is a loose cannon floozer, and you can't find a loyal girl. She probably wants a guy who is superior, who has a longer penis, a black guy, okay? And you can't really argue with female biology. She wants a black guy with a longer dick, okay? Let's just be frank. White people with blue-eyed, the blue-eyed race is going to disappear, and it's going to be opted out for women with bigger tits, women with bigger asses, black women, okay? And so all the other races just kind of are going to bleed into that, and that's what they're all going to become. You could conglomerate them and make them Asian first. That's the first wave. But the second wave goes from Asians to blacks, you see. And the blacks are going to absorb all the races, you see. And we're all going to be like black people with longer penises and bigger tits and bigger asses. And bigger asses According to science, that equates to you being a more fertile mother. And what's just the problem with white women? It's just they're really insecure, and they have 1,000 reasons why you're not good enough as a narcissist. Well, what's nature trying to tell you? Hey, ladies, have bigger tits, have a bigger ass, so you can actually attract men and be fertile with men. That's what nature's trying to say. And you can see, like, the people who are insecure about their tits, insecure about their ass, those women have a bigger laundry list of why you're not good enough as a guy. Okay? It's just wild. They take themselves out of mate selection with their laundry list as a narcissist. So this is what's really happening in mate selection, you know? This is what's really happening with all the races. And you just haven't seen it yet. It's just way down the road. I'm way ahead of you guys.